You drive in. A light turns red. You put the car in neutral, and then it starts spinning brushes, blasting water, clouds of soap. The whole thing is over in 4 minutes. But what's actually happening to your car in there? Because it's not just soap and spinning cloth, there's a precise sequence running, and every single step has a reason. Before your car moves an inch, the wash has already scanned it. At the entrance, a laser or infrared sensor measures the exact length, height, and shape of your vehicle. It detects where the mirrors are, how tall the roof is, whether you have a roof rack or antenna. This scan is sent to the control system, which then programs the entire wash specifically for your car. The spinning brushes won't go where they'll hit your mirrors. The water jets will aim at the right height. The dryer at the end will know exactly how long your car is, so it doesn't cut off early. 1 2-second scan, and the machine knows your car better than most people who've washed it by hand. Then the conveyor grabs you, a track mechanism locks onto your tire, usually the front left, and pulls you through at a controlled speed, around 3 feet per minute. You're not driving anymore. The machine is moving you. This consistency is the whole point. If cars moved at different speeds, timing would be impossible. The sequence depends on knowing exactly where your car is at every millisecond. The first thing that hits your car is a pre-soak. High-pressure nozzles spray a chemical solution across the entire surface. This isn't water, it's an alkaline solution designed to break the molecular bond between dirt and your paint. Road grime, oil residue, bug splatter. These don't just rinse off with water, they stick. The pre-soak attacks the bond chemically, loosening everything before anything touches the surface. Give it 15 to 20 seconds to work, and the rest of the wash becomes dramatically more effective. Skip this step, and you're just pushing dirt around. Now come the brushes. Modern car washes don't use the hard bristle brushes from 30 years ago. Those scratched paint and left swirl marks. Today's systems use soft cloth strips made from a microfiber-like material, hanging in long curtains that spin and wrap around the vehicle's contours. They're gentle enough not to scratch, but have enough surface contact to physically wipe away loosened dirt. The brushes spin in opposite directions on each side, one clockwise, one counterclockwise, so the friction is balanced and your car doesn't get pushed sideways off the track. The top brush drops down to match your roof height exactly based on that scan from the entrance. It's not guessing, it knows. Here's something most people never think about. That water isn't being dumped down the drain. Commercial car washes recycle between 60 and 85% of their water. There are collection pits under the floor that catch every drop. The water goes through a filtration system, settling tanks where dirt sinks, then filters that remove remaining particles, and is pumped back into the system to be used again. Fresh water is only added to make up for what evaporates or leaves on your car. A busy car wash can process hundreds of cars a day while using less total water than 2 or 3 home garden hoses running for an hour. After the main wash cycle, the rinse arch hits your car with clean water at high pressure. This isn't recycled water, this is fresh, to make sure no soap residue stays on the surface. Soap left to dry on paint leaves streaks, and over time can dull the finish. The rinse has to be thorough, which is why it uses multiple nozzles hitting every angle simultaneously. Top, sides, front, and back, all at once. If you paid for the wax, it comes right after the rinse. It's not paste wax, it's a liquid polymer sprayed through a dedicated arch before drying begins. The warm air from the upcoming dryers helps it bond to the surface. It takes about 30 seconds of contact time, which is exactly how long the conveyor takes to move you from the wax arch to the dryers. The timing isn't coincidence. The whole sequence is engineered so that each chemical has exactly the contact time it needs before the next step begins. Then the dryers. These are not hair dryers scaled up. These are industrial blowers pushing air at over 100 miles per hour through wide nozzles. They don't absorb water, they physically blast it off the surface in sheets. The nozzles are angled downward, so water gets pushed to the bottom of the car and off the edges, not just moved around. The system knows your car's length from the entrance scan, so the dryers keep running until your rear bumper has fully passed, then shut off. No wasted energy, no cutting off early. The cloth strips, brushes, and nozzles are all checked and cleaned between shifts. The recycled water system is tested for chemical balance daily. The conveyor tension is adjusted based on how many cars have run through. A car wash that looks like a simple tunnel is actually a maintained mechanical system with scheduled servicing, chemical ratios to monitor, and sensors that flag when something is off. So next time you pull in, put it in neutral, and let go of the wheel. That 4-minute tunnel is running a scan, a chemical sequence, a recycled water system, and a precisely timed drying process, all calibrated to your specific car, all happening faster and more deliberately than almost anyone sitting inside ever realizes.